Feds cut water deliveries to Arizona and Nevada, and this may impact food production. Now, we already know that we have drought in the southwest. Texas is, of course, cutting the cattle herds, and along with that, the breeding cattle as well, which is bad news. And now we have this water cut in Nevada, Arizona. You can see here the map, of course. Now, Arizona and Nevada facing deeper cuts on the amount of water they can draw from the drought-stricken Colorado River. This is according to International Department Bureau of Reclamation. What they said recently, the agency responsible for managing water and power in the western U.S. said urgent action is needed as water levels in the Colorado River, two largest river reservoirs, Lake Mead and Lake Powell, continue to drop. Under the new conservation efforts, 21% of Arizona's annual water allocation from the river system will be reduced in 2023. Nevada will see 8% of water deliveries reduced, and Mexico's share will be cut by 7%. California will be spared from the new measures that begin next year. The move comes as the western U.S. faces the worst megadrought in 1,200 years and has decreased levels in Lake Mead, the largest reservoir in the United States, to lows not seen in 8 decades. Lake Powell, meanwhile, could face hydropower production disruptions as soon as next year. According to The Guardian, they report every sector in every state has a responsibility to ensure that water is used with maximum efficiency to avoid a catastrophic collapse of the Colorado River system and a future of uncertainty and conflict. Water use in the basin must be reduced. This is what Tanya Trujillo, Assistant Secretary, Interior Department, said. Now in Arizona, the cuts will impact water flow to farmland responsible for 90% of the U.S. lettuce production. So that means what? Hardly no lettuce, most probably. Farmers in Arizona who produce more than 90% of the U.S. leafy greens, such as each November through March, have already borne the brunt of prior cuts, along with those who make a living from the state's $23.3 billion agriculture industry. Pinal County, between Phoenix and Tucson, is likely to be hit especially hard, since the area known for cotton and livestock has already seen about half its farmland go idle during prior water reductions, according to Bloomberg. Bureau of Reclamation Commissioner Camille Calmil-Tuton summed up the situation, saying the system is approaching a tipping point, and without action, we cannot protect the system and the millions of Americans who rely on this critical resource. And this is on Zero Hedge. Now, what we've noticed is that we have a lot of rivers worldwide going into drought. Now, of course, it has to do with the lack of rain. It has to do with the excessive heat. And in this thing here, Western United States faced the worst mega drought in 1,200 years from the excessive heat. We've had excessive heat in Northern Europe and Germany, Poland, France, England. They've had worse heat than we've had. I'm sitting here in Athens, Greece. They've had more heat than we've had. And China as well. We see China heat waves, China rivers going basically dry. What's happening? Is this major heat strokes, heat waves, or is it just that it's also the fact that the rivers may be open? Well, we know that the earth is expanding, and we know the first thing you learn in Geology 101, every river is a fault line, a geologic fault. And it could be where the earth is also opening up. It could be a compound problem. So this is what's happening in the southwestern United States. Unfortunately, I guess it's time to have our little indoor vegetable gardens along our windowsills. And at least we can grow our own lettuce. It's not that difficult to grow our own lettuce or chives, for example, or basil or thyme. So please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.